Okay, Bill, go ahead.
Okay, well, you have the Santan Mountains, panning around, and then you have Four Peaks, and the next one with a little snow on it is Mount Ord, and then the next one next to it is just by Sunflower, and the rest of these mountains over here are the Matazals.
Yeah, folks, when you get to know the state of Arizona, you realize it's big, but it ain't really big. You get these high points here. We're going to pan around here, and Bill, we're all the way back up to Strawberry now, aren't we?
Yeah, towards Strawberry.
Yeah, right now we're pointing towards Strawberry, and now we're going to near the point where our little alien buddies live. And that right in the far background is the point, and we're not far from where Bill and I are going to have lunch.
And behind it would be the San Francisco Peaks and Flagstaff.
And yeah, it'd be San Francisco Peaks and Flagstaff right behind that. So, like Bill and I were talking about earlier, you took Arizona and flattened it out, it'd be the biggest state in the country. It'd be bigger than Texas, that's for damn sure, because it just pretty much goes up and down. And here we can see where the fire has burned out this whole area here. And those power lines you see in the background, they're coming in probably from Four Corners and the Hopi and Navajo Reservation. And here we are finally at Tangle Creek. My buddy Bill and I just had a great lunch in this beautiful little spot, and we have lunch someplace out together. It'll always be pretty, and here in Arizona there's always pretty places to have lunch out in these mountains. We'll pan around, back around this little hill here and see how green and beautiful this little hill is here. And below us is Tangle Creek. And we'll pan around here a little bit more and show you this beautiful little creek. And now we're going to go and hike the creek a little bit and see what little pretty sights we can find back up in this canyon. And a little 360 around where Bill and I had lunch here today on this beautiful Sunday afternoon of God's day. And here we go and see how all the rains we had, all the big tall grasses growing here. And once again, here's the old Chevy that got us around today once again. Now here we go. Here's some more footage of Tangle Creek going downhill there, and Bill and I will go down and take a little hike and take some videos down in there. Sure, this little creek here now, this creek runs year-round. This is why we had the Indian wars against the settlers here in Bloody Basin, and it's called Bloody Basin for a reason, because there were some huge massacres done to the white settlers by the natives, and I don't remember which tribe. What tribe was in here, Bill? Not hearing back from Bill. And we got a hawk up there on the hill cruising around watching Bill and I. And back around here to see the top of this little knoll here, and we'll head on down. They're walking along down these little trees trying to get down the creek bed and show how beautifully green this area all is now from all the rainfalls. This is very, very unusual for Arizona. This only happens about every 10 or 12 years, so all this beautiful green undergrowth we'd like to record for prosperity, and back around we go. Quick little view of this canyon here, and I'll pan down and see. Isn't this just beautiful, though? This is just beautiful. We'll just go around the edge here slowly and film this beautiful little canyon right along the edge here. Beautiful clear creek here where the rocks the bedrock has forced this little creek up here, and that's why we've got running water here, or this thing would be buried deep under the ground. And as you can look back down into the canyon to see how beautiful this little canyon is here in Tangle Creek, Arizona, in Yavapai. And here, just take some more footage of the Tangle Creek here as we hike down in the canyon a little bit. See this beautiful little running creek right in here, and like I said before, this creek pretty much runs year-round. It just won't be this high later on this year. And right up back to the area we came from, and some nice little quick little views of Tangle Creek. Tangle Creek, Arizona. And here we are a little farther down this canyon again here, and like always here in Arizona, when you start hiking up in these canyons, it's just hard to turn around and go back, so we'll just film a little more of this canyon, and we'll head back up the other way and film the other direction, because it's getting to have a slot canyon now, which happens in here in Arizona a lot, and there's just no getting around these creeks without going up the hillside. And here we are farther back up the same little canyon here where the creek is, and we're just going to pan around and show a little bit more of this, and back here around the corner and see this beautiful little canyon and this little box that goes back into up here. And we're going to take a couple of more footage here and start heading out here. It's going to be damn near 5 o'clock, and we left my house about 9 o'clock in Scottsdale, Arizona. And here we are taking more footage. Just every time you go around a corner, these canyons here in Arizona, they just get prettier and prettier and prettier and prettier. And we'll swing back around and show this beautiful little canyon here. Tangle Creek flowing right through here. And a beautiful little rock outcropping right there. The reason this little creek had to make a left-hand turn, and my buddy Bill there on the left. So enjoy once again. And I keep saying that one more corner, and we just keep going one more corner and one more corner. Now I'm farther up this canyon than I planned on ever being, but I thought I would just film this. It'll probably be a few years before I get back up here again anyway. And we'll just go back down and pan around and show how this little creek makes a left-hand corner up there. And my buddy Bill's turning into a rock hound now. He knows what smithonite is, and it's all over this canyon. I enjoy if this is the last shot. And this is our trip from Bloody Basin, Arizona, to all you folks out there. We'll probably make a couple more shots up on the rim, looking back down in this canyon, though. So thank you very much. And here we've climbed up about 2,000 feet up the side of this mountain, heading out of here, and we've crossed Tangle Creek again, as my buddy Bill likes to make fun of me for saying. And I thought we'd take a little shot because we'll climb right back up the face of those mountains and climb right up there and climb out of here. So this is the final videos from this side of the mountain, and enjoy. And while we're here, why not one more little short footage of here, the truck and Tangle Creek. It's about 5:30 now on a Sunday afternoon here, and we're heading out of this canyon. But this sure is pretty. I just can't get over how pretty this is. We got you there, Bill. One more time right back up around the creek. A little waterfall there. We all love waterfalls in Arizona. And there we go, another shot.